Well, good morning from the 42nd floor of our beautiful luxury apartment here in Kuala Lumpur. Dad, this is a little bit different than a small town Saskatchewan, isn't it?
Way too high class for me.
What's your first impressions?
Well, it's just overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
Yeah, for a flatlander from Saskatchewan.
So yeah, like I said, we are on the rooftop of the beautiful luxury building that I rented for us here in KL. If you want a full tour, I already released that video. I'll link it in the description. But from the 42nd floor, you guys can see some of the crazy skyscrapers that they got going on. I'll show you the view out that way in just a minute. So I think with this video, I will actually be filming over the course of 4 days just because there is so much to see. And I think if you were coming here for the first time, it's definitely worth your while to have a minimum of 3 to 4 days in Kuala Lumpur. Is the main intersection here in Bukit Bintang, and I want to take you to a local sort of food court where they have a whole bunch of different restaurants to choose from. It's air conditioned since it's really hot right now, and it was actually a local friend that first took me there. Look at this spread. Do you even know what you're looking at, Dad?
But they had duck eggs on this one.
Yeah, so that's like a duck egg noodle dish.
Yeah.
The official name is Penang duck egg fried Q chow. So in a way, to me, it actually almost looks like a pad thai, but you know, with duck egg. And I think we kind of got some pork in here, some shrimp. And then this dish over here is kind of like a sizzling sort of grill. It's called tit pan chicken yi mi with egg. So what do you think?
Actually tastes all right.
Actually tastes all right. There you go. All right, so let's try some of these noodles here. Pretty stringy. Very nice. I don't know what kind of noodles these actually are, but they really have like some chew to them, and the sauce that they put on is really nice. Very good. So here we are in KLCC Park. We got the amazing Petronas towers right in our view. My dad is a little bit overwhelmed, aren't you?
Yeah, and they got that skywalk between the two towers.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the biggest cities you've ever been to, right?
Yes.
But yeah, this is a really lovely park. You can just, come here for a walk, for a jog. There's some children's playgrounds. But yeah, we are just gonna take a little walk through the park here and then make our way over to the Petronas towers. It's a Wednesday. How are the tickets sold out? I had no idea it was this popular. Okay guys, so we're gonna get tickets for, I guess, another day that we are here, and I'm gonna insert the footage as if it was for today. Y'all, this is so cool because I actually didn't know that with our ticket we also go to the 86th floor. I thought it was just the sky bridge, which in a way was actually quite disappointing because for an adult ticket it's like $25 US. So now knowing that we will be going up to the 86th, I think more or less the very top, I think this will definitely be worth it. Welcome to day 3 of our adventures, guys. I have to voice this part over just because the sound quality of what I did film wasn't too good. But to start things off, we went to the National Monument, which is a really important place to see. It stands in memory for all the Malaysians who died in the first 2 world wars, as well as the Malayan Emergency, which was for the independence of Malaysia from British colonial rule. From there we headed south to the absolutely stunning Perdana Botanical Gardens, which I can't recommend enough because this area is absolutely huge, free to enter, and has some absolutely stunning gardens. Now, outside of just the beautiful gardens, there's also something else that is quite unique here, which is the KL Bird Park, which is a free fly aviary. And I'll be honest with you guys, even though I greatly enjoyed this experience because you did get to see so many absolutely stunning birds, many of which I had never seen before, and most of them were walking around, but quite a few of them weren't. There was sadly quite a few birds in cages, and cages that in my opinion are just too small for them. So in a way it kind of aired on being a zoo, which I don't usually like to support. I was under the impression that all the birds were roaming around fairly free in this very large area. Like the part that they are roaming free in is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, unfortunately quite a few of them were in cages. So I just want to put that out there if you feel the same about visiting zoos. But of course I will say it was very interesting to see and get so up close to a lot of these beautiful birds, and just seeing them interact with each other was very, very special. From there we headed to the absolutely beautiful Islamic Arts Museum. It is said to have one of the biggest collections in the world, with artifacts from many different Islamic nations, but of course with a big focus on those that came from Malaysia. For those of you who are not aware, Malaysia is a primarily Muslim nation, with approximately 60% of the population identifying as Muslim. And even though I've only spent time in Kuala Lumpur and not other parts of Malaysia, I can just say that my experience so far is that the city itself is very multicultural. It feels very accepting of other religions and belief systems, and overall, as far as wearing whatever you want, I didn't have any issues. I would just say that if you are going anywhere near mosques or any other religious places, it is best to dress more conservatively, and for both men and women to have their shoulders and knees covered. So after visiting the National Mosque, me and my dad continued our very long walk all the way to Chinatown, which is a fantastic area in the city, the Central Market, and finally Merdeka Square, which is the Independence Square where Malaysia first raised its official flag. Well, hello from one of the most famous tourist and pilgrimage sites in all of Malaysia. What is it called, Dad?
Batu Caves.
Batu Caves, yes. As I mentioned before, Malaysia does have a pretty prominent Hindu population, so this site is a very important place for worship. There's a very large, beautiful statue of the Hindu god Murugan, and there are 272 steps, I think it is, that take you all the way up into this enormous cave system that has been around for millions of years. As you can see, there are a lot of people already here because we did get here a little bit later than I was planning. If you wanted to have the area more to yourself, I'd recommend coming as early in the morning as possible. But we are going to try and make the trek up there, right, Dad?
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, what a journey, friends.
Did you enjoy Kuala Lumpur, Dad?
Yes, I did.
Definitely different from a lot of the places that you visited so far on the trip.
Oh yeah, every place is different.
What would you say was the highlight for you? Like, what was your favorite thing that we did?
I don't know. Caves, probably.
Yeah, the caves here are pretty epic. Also, I guess kind of touristy, but I did really enjoy the Petronas towers.
Yeah, the Petronas towers were terrific.
Just a very diverse city, very modern, has so much to offer. What I showed in this video really is just the tip of the iceberg. Obviously, there's much more, you know, local places you could go. But in this video, I just wanted to give you an overview and show you some of the absolute musts if you're thinking of coming here. So leave your suggestions in the comments down below, guys. If you've been to Kuala Lumpur, what were some of your favorite spots? And next up, in the next couple of days, I am heading to Singapore, and this guy is heading to Bangkok for a week, and then you're heading back to Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been 3 months of traveling Southeast Asia.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, great months.
So as always, guys, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye, guys.